What is up, everyone? I want to go over my Bitcoin shorts and pretty much how I called this market early on Monday. And let's jump right into it. There's a lot to go over. So, here, as you can see, this is my Bitcoin short on Hyperliquid. I'm still holding, I'm still aiming for this 98K target. So, let's hide this and get into the charts. So this is so let's go over everything, right? Let's start from the beginning. Let's start from this short that I took here. This epic short is what I'm calling it, right? So what do we have? We have a C2 sweep of all-time high. This is also previous week high, right? So previous week sweep, all-time high. We had a change in the state of delivery notated here. We had a fair value gap, price kind of lingering in here, kind of accumulating, right? We had a intercandle change in state of delivery, many opportunities to get in on these 4-hour candles, and a huge move lower, right? We took that. Unfortunately, we got auto deleverage on Hyperliquid because it was too volatile, right? It went down all the way down to 102, created that wick, right? So what do we have on the next week? So these columns are each week. So what do you have on the next week? This was candle 2, and now we're on candle 3 for this current week. For that current week, we had early in the week we had a change in the state of delivery, right? So I wasn't really bullish or bearish going into this week because we had this huge move lower. Crypto market is crashing. Everyone's fearful, right? We had this obviously big buyback, huge retracement higher. Am I anticipating price to go all-time high after 50 billion dollars gets liquidated on the crypto markets? No, of course not. But mechanically, we're still on candle 3, and candle 3 we are framing an expansion lower. So once we had this change in the state of delivery, two fair value gaps, have formed with this intercandle change in the state of delivery, right? This is what I like to enter on. We had another big move lower, right? So that could have been a 2R trade. What do we have the week after that? We had a move higher, right? This is not tradable for me. There was no long setups, there was no short setups. So I wasn't even touching this, right? But price is forming. Price action is developing, and we're forming a range, right? So this is the range high, created an inside bar in this week, right? And this week, October 27th, we took out this liquidity here, created an SMT with Ethereum, as Ethereum did not take out this range high. And then again, earlier in the week, we had a change in state of delivery, had nice shorts going into this low here. Again, it's around 2.5 to 3R. If you take your profit here, again, I'm still aiming for these lows down here because these are equal lows, right? But we need to be patient. So this is a candle 2 sweep. Price develops, and we have a new month and a new week. So we have new weekly candles and new monthly candles. So on the monthly chart, we are on candle 3, right? So September candle 1, October candle 2 sweep of September. And then what do we expect, right? We are having very bearish price action. We are on candle 3 of a weekly downtrend, right? I am framing expansion. On the monthly candle, we are framing expansion as well. So both of those confluences, I am framing short, and that's what we got early in this week. It's only Wednesday as well, and that's what we want to see. We want to see price action form a change in state of delivery early in the week, creating a small wick is notated here on this high time frame. And when we see a small wick, that means there's room to expand. So price isn't messing about. It wants to be somewhere quickly. So price forms open high into this T spot. If you're trading the fractal model, creates a fair value gap, goes back in, doesn't spend any time in that fair value gap, and displaces lower. I am still holding the short for this sell side liquidity target down here, and that is also a monthly fair value gap. And on the weekly, this is a liquidity target that has yet to be met. So I'm holding and I'm practicing patience because that's what good traders do. And let's go over some other trades that I took on alts. I took a hype short as well. Same logic, C2 sweep, change in state of delivery with the displacement lower, right? This move lower, huge displacement, creates a big fair value gap. Price digs into it. You could have entered on that, right? You could have entered right here on this fair value gap. Just have it at the bodies. You would aim for here, right? Price is kind of messing about at the moment, but that's around, if you took profit at this low, which hello yesterday, nearly a 3R trade. But I didn't do that. I waited for the new week to start. This is the new week starting here. We had an inter-candle change in state of delivery. I could have entered on this as well, right? Have my stop around this fractal high, aim for lower, right? I didn't do that. I waited for a new wick to form. What do we want to see when a new week forms in the beginning of the week? Like I said, we want to see open high, right? Which is what it did. And then close below this, creating this order block, respecting the order block for expansion lower. On hype, it's kind of staircasing lower, right? You can see the staircase move. Lower down here, came back to my entry multiple times. So it was quite annoying. I did close my trade, not even 1R, but I managed risk, didn't lose anything, just made a few on this short. Same with pump. Again, very clean C2 sweep with a displacement lower, creating two fair value gaps on the 4-hour. Price digs back up. That's, how the previous candle closes. What do we expect for candle 3? Again, similar story. Open high, and then we create a wick, a very small wick, and then move lower. And it hits this target here, but I am aiming for this target here. So still holding this trade. Doesn't look as nice right now, so I might close it, but practicing patience, seeing where price wants to take this to. Looking at other coins that I should have taken, Sol is one of them. Similar story, C2 sweep, left out these highs, divergence with Ethereum or with Bitcoin, right? Didn't take out that range high, move lower. New week opens high, immediately displaces lower. Could have entered on this open of the new 4-hour candle after this move lower. And that stop loss at this body's high, and that would have yielded exactly 3R. So 3 risk reward ratio is very good. Other coins I am interested in is Tau. We had a huge move higher, taking out all of this liquidity here, these various swings, right? And we had a daily change in state of delivery. Now we are framing a monthly C2 candle. And then perhaps next month, we have a move lower on Tau. So obviously this is a long play. We have to wait for price to develop. Um, Otherwise, you're stuck trading the 15-minute, which is very volatile, right? So those are my trades that I've took this past week, and I'm still holding Bitcoin and still looks the cleanest. It's moving up on me, but we have conviction that it will move lower. If not, then I'm wrong, but we had a great trade overall. If you took profit here, that's over 2R. This is 1.7 if I take profit right now. Just still not bad, right? I mean, I'm still in the green. My risk is, my stop loss is over here already. And if it comes back, then the market's wrong, right? If you want to learn more, join my free Discord. It's in this link here. And Discord is free. Come join. And I share all of my ideas there throughout the week. I will catch you on the next one. Take care.